Now, the streets and the skies of Pennsylvania may someday soon look like a scene out of the cartoon classic The Jetsons.
The sitcom painted a picture of the world in 2060, and that includes, of course, all of those fun things, high-tech gadgets like jetpacks, robot maids, video phones, and even flying cars. And Fox 43's Sydney Nauman spoke to legislators and developers who say a future with flying cars in Pennsylvania may be closer than we think. Sydney.
That's right. This legislative session, a memo was introduced with intentions to pen a bill for vehicles that can drive and fly in the state of Pennsylvania. But before that happens, the officials I spoke with say there are still a few bumps in the road to smooth out before the concept gets the green light. On the streets of Pennsylvania, a new type of vehicle could soon be taking off.
Well, Switchblade is a vehicle that both drives and flies.
You heard that right, flying cars. This legislative session, Senator Marty Flynn introduced a memo that would permit roadable aircrafts in Pennsylvania. For Guy Kaplinski, co-founder of the roadable aircraft development company ASCA, the sky is the final frontier.
Yeah, we are looking what is our next era of transportation, right? Here in the US, we have 100 years tradition of aviation, 100 years tradition of automotive. If we can combine both, then we could come with something unique.
With models available in all different shapes and sizes, like this one, the ASCA A5 roadable electric hybrid.
We do a vertical takeoff and conventional takeoff.
Or this one, the Samson Sky Switchblade.
It's a hoot to drive. It's just a blast. It just goes like crazy.
And even this one, the Aleph flying car. Only 2 other states have passed similar laws, dubbed the Jetsons Law, allowing flying cars on the roadways, Minnesota and New Hampshire. Multiple other states are considering adopting the legislation, which is why Pennsylvania Senate Transportation Committee Director Justin Gensmoor says it pays to be first.
Being the first or on the front lines of any sort of emerging technology is important. It sets us up for success down the road. I think it'll attract industry. I think it'll attract business.
But legal expert Russell Boesfield says there are still a few bumps in the road to smooth out before the product gets the green light.
When it comes down to the state level, they're interested in registration and taxation. They care in this state about, minimizing the burden on citizens and the taxpayers.
One challenge for individuals looking to own and operate a flying car, they would need both a pilot's and a driver's license. Another roadblock, both planes and cars must be inspected annually to maintain a registration. But as the law currently stands in Pennsylvania, that means 2 separate costs for a vehicle that drives and flies.
Double the registration cost, double the tax.
It also means double the paperwork for taxpayers and government organizations.
Let's shrink that into a single unit.
Which is why Boesfield has been working with Pennsylvania legislators, modifying existing transportation laws to accommodate these new vehicles. He says the updates are a win-win, though developers say it won't happen overnight.
Nobody's going to fly hundreds of those over Philadelphia tomorrow. That's not going to happen. It's a very short, very kind of testing the ground, very slow process.
Officials may be pumping the brakes on skyways right now due to limitations in development, but the founder of Samson Sky, Sam Boesfield, says the Switchblade could operate under the current infrastructure.
You can keep it in your garage, hop in and drive it to the closest airport, and then fly directly to the airport closest to where you want to go, up to 500 miles. And then land, convert in a few minutes, and drive the last few miles to your destination, all in the same vehicle.
With a price tag that Sam says is attainable for Americans.
The Switchblade was designed to be and is intended to be something that a lot of people, not everyone, but a lot of people could afford.
That total ranges between $200,000 and $225,000, depending on the type of aircraft needed.
Price tag is understandably higher, but it's also serves as 2 different types of vehicles, right?
While no action is expected this session, Russell says they will head back to the drawing board when the new legislative session begins in January.
Hopefully it'll pick up back in Pennsylvania, which I think is going to be a slam dunk.
Now, unlike other states that are working to adopt this bill, Pennsylvania's Department of Aviation is under the same roof as the Department of Transportation, which legal experts say makes adjusting those laws much easier. That, paired with the state's blend of rural and urban areas, puts Pennsylvania in a very unique position to introduce flying cars as the newest mode of transportation.
Wow, so we will be watching this story very closely and the skies as well as this topic develops. Sydney, thank you so much. What a neat story.
Thanks.